Hey everybody, I'm Christina. I'm this. Hey everybody, I'm Christina, and I'm on the sales team here at Drift. So last year, I used video literally in every step of my sales process, but I made a lot of mistakes along the way, and I feel like that's a huge objection today and why people don't use video and why sales reps will not adopt it. So I figured I'd share my huge mistakes and really the 6 ways not to use video when you start using it in the sales process. So the first thing that I learned is do not overcomplicate it. I would actually record a video, I'd try to make it like 60 to 90 seconds, and then I would stop in the middle, I'd be like, oh my gosh, that was horrible, and I'd do it again. The biggest thing you have to learn when doing these is be short and be simple. Don't add music to the background, don't add a ton of different edits. The whole point of this is just being a human because you're reaching out to other humans. So the second thing that I learned with video and sales is do not close these with a hard ask. So whether it's in your video or in the text in the email, don't say something like, can we meet Thursday at 2 p.m.? Number one, it's kind of rude to just assume that somebody has time. And number two, the whole point of video is making people want to talk to you. So by putting value into the video, kind of treating yourself not like a sales rep, but like a mini marketer so that they want to book a meeting with you, they want to learn more about your product, is how you'll win with video and sales. The third thing that I learned is do not attempt to control your surroundings. So this is really interesting because I used video on LinkedIn all the time. I'd be in my apartment or just doing something. I was like, oh, this would be cool to share and get feedback on. And I wouldn't care. I'd be in my apartment, I'd take a video, and I'd put it on LinkedIn. But then when I started reaching out to prospects and following up with opportunities and trying to close deals with video, I started trying to like control the room that I was in. And I started thinking to myself, why am I not just doing what I was doing at home for sales outreach? So I think the whole point here is like, be yourself. It doesn't matter who's behind you. It doesn't matter where you are. When you think of something, just send the video, and that's when you'll be authentic. So the fourth thing I learned is do not send the same video to 100 different prospects, or do not send the same follow-up email to 10 different opportunities. There are definitely different sales cycles and different ways to follow up with accounts and do outreach to accounts, but just make sure that when you can customize it, it's customized, because every person on the other end gets a ton of outreach and they can tell. Take that extra 5 to 10 seconds and say, hey, their name, hey, their use case, and end it, and you're way better off to get results doing it that way. Okay, so the fifth thing that I learned, and I think is kind of the most important of these 6 things not to do, is do not aim for the perfect pitch. Last year, I was sending out a video. I was sending it to a VP of sales. It was a pretty serious deal at that point, and I messed up. Then I just fixed it quickly, looked at the camera, and kept going. And the VP of sales actually answered me back and kind of laughed with me, which we kind of built rapport, and it pulled emotion into the deal. So I think as much as possible, try not to have this stuff perfect. Try to be conversational, because you're you. Oh no, so I don't even know what I'm saying right now. Okay. If you can build a relationship off of just being yourself, I think you've definitely won and can use video in a really cool way. The final thing that I learned about using video in sales today is don't make this a one and done sales tactic. So I think something you can do to be really different is if you send a video at first, send it as your second, third, fourth touch to remain consistent during the sales process. A secret in sales today is using video in the middle of your deal cycle. So after a call, instead of sending that long email that probably nobody reads, send a video. And at the end of a deal, get other people from your organization involved. Get your VP involved, get your legal team involved, get your sales engineer involved. That is something that organizations are not doing today and sales reps are not doing today, and it will help you close deals.